Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while since I made a video, and quite a while since I made a video with my voice. Um, but this year, this game, Yume Nikki, it's going to be 20 years old, older than I am. And this is one of my favorite games ever made, and I wanted to make a playthrough of it, just like a little kind of calm exploration thing to honor it. As I said, it's one of my favorite games I've ever played. I've played through it a couple times already, so this is my first time, but I think it'll be a fun little project. I hope you guys enjoy, and I might make some more videos like this in the future, playing through other games. But I do want to get through this one first because I know I don't want to miss that 20th anniversary. So let's start. Also, I guess I do want to say, if you have not played Yume Nikki, I really advise you to do so before watching this video, because it's a really amazing game, especially the first time. And I think playing through it just on your own the first time can be a really special experience, and I would suggest it. Of course, if it's not something you're interested in, that's fine. I'm not going to stop you, but I just would recommend giving it a chance. It's free. It doesn't take a long time. My first playthrough, I got through it in like 5 hours ish. So it's not a super long game. It's not very complicated, but it's just a really great experience, in my opinion. So we start out here. This is the player character, Madatsuki. This is their bedroom. So we can see a little glimpse into their world here. They have a porch. You can see the sky, but there's not much in this room. There's this TV, but it doesn't have any channels. The bookshelf, I don't think you can do anything with it. This desk, where you can take notes for the dream diary, and the front door. And if you go to the front door, Madatsuki shakes their head because they don't want to go out for some reason. And then we can also play this game called Nasu. I'm not very good at Nasu. Oh shit. It's very timing based, and I'm not always great at it. The controls are a little wonky for me, who's used to modern games. But anyway, so that's pretty much everything you can do in Madatsuki's room here, except go to sleep, and that is where the main game begins, as we have now entered the dream world. And we start out on Madatsuki's porch here. Got a nice view of the sky. We go in, and obviously you can hear the beautiful music that is in this game. It's just incredible. There's some stuff you can, the Famicon's gone. You can turn on the TV and it's got this weird symbol. You can get on the chair. How do you do it again? Is it one? I don't remember. I can never remember how you get the chair to move. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you do this little spin. It's cute. And then you can move around on the chair. It sucks, so you shouldn't do that if you want to actually do it, but it's just kind of fun to do the first time, and then you can get out. But the most important thing is the door, which now you can go through, and we have entered the Nexus. This is where you can get to all of the different dream where you can get to the starter dream worlds. You've got all of these options for the base worlds, and then there's some more. You have to go through some more steps to get to the more complicated ones. And the first thing I want to do to get started off here is to collect a couple. So the point of the game is basically you have to collect 24 effects, and we don't have any right now. The tutorial doesn't really count because it just opens that screen again. And so the first thing I want to do is to get a couple of the more useful effects, and starting out we're going to go into Graffiti World. So yeah, this is Graffiti World. It's one of the simpler worlds in my opinion. I don't think it has any connecting points if I'm recalling correctly. It has a couple things, but the most important thing, which it's one of the only things I have like just etched into my mind from this game, which is the bicycle is here, and this is just a really useful effect. It makes you go way faster, and so I'm just gonna explore around this world for a little while. You can see these patterns of tiles, and they all make different noises. Follow this path. I think if you look at the like full map of this world, it like makes a picture, but I can't remember what the picture is. And then we have this weird like cell floating around in the background looking at us. A lot of the dream worlds in this game have this kind of strange symbol in the back just going around. This game is not super easy to figure out what everything means, to say the least. And yeah, so here's the other thing that's in this world, the bathroom. You can just go in and it makes a flushing noise. It seems pretty simple, but in my opinion it's actually becomes a bit more relevant to the story at a later point, but we'll get to that eventually. And the door should be, I think we've done pretty much everything I can for this world. This is not a super complex one, so yeah, so that's Graffiti World. And for the next step, I am going to go to Eyeball World, which is this door right here. This one's a little creepier. There's just these severed limbs everywhere, and the music's gotten a bit stranger. Oh, and then there's these two. Oh, and here's a field of eyeballs. More hands. This one's quite a bit harder to navigate than Graffiti World, obviously. It's very dark, and there's very little to look at. So, yeah, here's something I was looking for. We're going to maybe go through this later, but I don't want to do that yet. And here it is. This is what I was looking for. This is another effect NPC, the eye palm, and you get the eye palm effect, which I will show you how to use on a bit. I'm just gonna do a little bit more exploring here. Oh yeah, there's these faces too. The music is just so eerie. This is definitely one of the creepier worlds in the game, although there's quite a few. Oh right, there's legs too. Yeah, I'm not looking for that exactly. Here's a bunch of hands. Oh yeah, this thing. It's... This theme always reminds me of something, but I can never figure out exactly what it is. It sort of looks like, you know, like the Jesus fish, but like obviously it's not that, and like those are sideways anyway, and it's only a vague thing, but yeah, kind of neat. There's that thing again. So yeah, as you might be able to tell, most of the worlds in this game loop. So like, whenever you reach an edge, it just goes to the next edge. Not all of them, but most of them. Just want to try to find one more thing, but I can't remember exactly. Oh yeah, here it is. So there's these guys again, except now they're all bloodied up. Yeah, now I'll show you what the eye palm does. It's kind of creepy looking. And then you press the effect button, and it teleports you back to the Nexus. And then also, if you do that with the bicycle, it makes a little ringing noise. Okay, next we're going to go to Puddle World. This probably won't be the only time we go here, but this will be the first time at least. This one's also a little creepy. I think it's 3 lamps down, and then to the side a bit, yep. And here's the next effect. We don't need it yet. This is the umbrella. It just makes some rain, which can be useful at certain points of the game, but we don't need it right now. But yeah, this is Puddle World. The puddles make noises if you go through them. I think I missed what I was looking for. Is it up? Oh, here it is. Yeah. I'll stay in Puddle World for a minute. The music is quite ominous, although I guess I find this world a bit interesting because I guess the darkness and the music are obviously a bit more on the frightening side, but I find the puddles relaxing. But yeah, so I'm going to go through here, and this should bring me to the dense woods. And then there's a vent. You can't use the vending machine right now because I don't have any money. But yeah, we can just go around here. It's raining. It's the same effect that the puddle or that the umbrella does. There's this little path. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's just around. There's a lamp. But there's a more important thing we can get over this way, I think. Where you go down, and then we go along the road to this guy. You can ring him, and then once you get far enough, we get here. This is the infinite road. Oh, and also, if you want to, you can take out the umbrella and then remove it, and you get rid of the rain. And so here we have these things. They're called the floyag, I guess. And so what we need to do, I think it's 5 times we need to pass them. So that was the second. That's the third. That's the fourth. And that's the 5th. Okay. So now once we're there out of sight, we need to go back. And yeah, so there's the green one. That indicates that you did it right. And now we're in this part of the dense woods. You know what? I actually kind of like the rain here. See if it works. Yeah. So we walk down the path, and here we find the corpse. And that gives us the traffic light effect. This is obviously one of them more, I guess, sad. Well, I'm not going to say more. There's quite a few, but this is a rather somber little bit of the world here. So anyway, so let's go through this. So, there's this guy. We might come back to him again. Basically, if you pass the Floyag enough times, his face changes, which is kind of interesting. Then we go up the other arm, and we're here in the White Desert. And as far as I'm aware, you cannot get out of this little enclosure. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But you can go into this weird guy. The ground sounds so wet. It's kind of nasty. There's this thing, which is, if you go up to it and press the up button, it scrolls up a bit, but it doesn't show you the top, and it's a bit of a weird encounter, I guess. Well, aside from the fact that this thing looks like this, and you know, it makes you wonder, how far does that go, whatever that is. Anyway, and then here is the thing with the quivering jaw. You can't go past it. You can't really do much here. It's kind of the end of the line. It won't do anything to you, even though it looks like that and has sharp teeth. Oh, and here, I guess, is a good place to demonstrate what the traffic light does. You can make things stop, which can be useful in certain situations. But I think this is a good stopping place for right now. So I'm going to wake up Madatsuki here, and we pinch our cheek and get out of bed. And we're back in the real world, still not wanting to go outside. But yeah, so I think that's about where I should wrap up this first episode. Don't want this to be too boring for anyone watching. And I advise, if you'd like to explore the world of Yume Nikki more in depth, play the game for yourself. Again, it's a really good game. It's, I think, like, artistically, it's very, it's very likely my favorite game I've ever played so far. It's just a really great game. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I intend to continue this playthrough. We are 1/6 of the way through the game. There are 24 effects, and we have 4 of them because the tutorial doesn't count. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and come back next time. Fuck.